Take this Pepsi. Here, Hammer. Take this Pepsi. Here, take this Pepsi. Here, Hammer. Take this Pepsi. Here, take this Pepsi. Here, Hammer. Take this Pepsi. Here, take this Pepsi. Here, Hammer. Take this Pepsi.
You like MC Hammer. You like the rap music. If they take your own cultural product and beat you on the head with it. What is it? Feelings. Right? You remember him sing? That is, here, Hammer. Take this Pepsi. And off they go. Now we off to it, ain't we? What has Pepsi done for you? How has Pepsi contributed to your community? And yet we're the greatest buyers of Pepsi. We're the greatest buyers of all types of soft drinks and so forth. In what way do they give that money back to the community? What do you get for the diabetes and sugar that they're going to give you with that stuff? Huh? Why? Because they're using an attachment to music, your own cultural product, getting around yourself, asking the kind of questions I'm asking right now to get right to your pocket so that you can finance your oppressor against yourself. So we have to be careful when we, congratulate ourselves so much on being caught up in the spirit and the emotions. Particularly when it removes our ability to think one from the other. And when we get caught up in preaching styles all the time, where people say nothing because they got good rhythm, we feel good. We are not going to be able to overcome a cold-hearted, calculating enemy being caught up in rhythm alone. We're going to have to use cold-hard thinking ourselves as a people. And you just look at it. I look at that. Sometimes they're so funny. Once you get into them, they become great entertainment, don't they? Eternity. How can you not buy a cologne with a little child walking in the circle with the mother? What do one really have to do with the other? With associating, they know people like children. You just can't resist little children. So, you attach something here. Lexus, all that beautiful music and stuff. One thing is another. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at here is, but this is one thing an African-centered education does. It gives you an overriding reason, other than merely qualifying for jobs, for being educated. That's why it also gives you a mental frame for memory and remembering. You see, that's why African-centered education is ultimately the development of intelligence. You see, because it is a motivational system, it gives you a very solid reason for what you're doing. It gives you a frame within which to place information and how that information can be used. It gives you a means of self-defense. When you look at that nonsense, you can laugh at it and say, I'm not going to be being sucked in by this crap. It helps you keep the money in your pocket. It helps increase your savings. And when you increase your savings, you have more to invest in black businesses and economic development. You see? And therefore, learning takes on a whole new meaning and adds a whole new dimension to intelligence and thinking. And most of all, it brings on brand new power. It permits the ultimate overthrow of those who lose. So it becomes very, very important for us to look at context, to look at the issues prior to going into an immediate discussion of the issue. Now let's look at male-female relations in terms of marriage for a minute. And I think some people look at it that way, to what degree are black men marrying black women, and to what degree are the marriages staying together. And you hear a lot of things about black males not being committed to marriage, not being responsible, all these other things. But you gotta be careful, because you have to recognize that the black family structure is not a monolithic structure. What family are you talking about? What is the black family? Are you talking about the single-headed, the single-parent family, the sort of poverty-stricken family with children? But that really does not fully represent the African family whatsoever. In fact, you got a number of African family structures. And you got to be careful then in trying to make that commonly projected black family, that welfare family, as they call it, or whatever, that they grow up at us all the time, represent what the black family is. You see? Because when you and using that family, where you talk about men not being there to take care of children, men creating children they don't take care of, as the symbol of what a black family is, and as representing the nature of black male and female relations.
Take this Pepsi. 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 Take this Pepsi.